The Trojan virus got its name from the Trojan War back in ancient Greek times. During the Trojan War, the Greeks built a big hollow wooden horse as their plan to win the war.
How could you make a song written by a machine sound so beautiful,
As part of their plan, the Greeks pretended to abandon the war by sailing to a nearby island. They then persuaded the people of Troy that the horse was a peace offering to Athena, the goddess of war. The soldiers of Troy brought the horse inside the city's gates, not knowing the horse was full of Greek warriors. After everyone in Troy had gone to bed, the Greek warriors climbed out of the horse, opened the city gates to let their army in, and attacked the city of Troy. A Trojan horse or Trojan is a malware program that appears to perform a helpful task but has negative consequences when opened. Trojan horses are often installed unknowingly by a user. Trojans are designed to damage, steal, and inflict harmful actions on the victim's computer or network. The computer version of the Trojan works the same way the ancient Trojan horse did. Once the Trojan is installed, the program will infect other files throughout the victim's system and potentially ruin their device. Trojans can also send important information from the victim's computer to the attacker's computer over the internet. The attacker can then take control of the victim's computer, such as slowing their system's activity or causing their machine to crash. Trojan horses are most commonly spread through email attachments. The attacker spams innocent people by sending out hundreds of emails with malware to infect their systems. A unique trait about Trojans is that they are able to stay hidden from the user into a specific launch time set by the attacker. Or it can remain undetected from the victim until the victim does a specific task, such as visiting a banking website. In this case, once the victim visits the specified website, the malicious code is activated and does an intended action. For example, that malicious action could be to steal the user's banking information. A Trojan virus can then delete itself, return to its dormant state, or stay active until after it finishes its task. Trojans are a versatile form of malware. They are not all the same and can perform different functions. These include installing backdoors lowers the security of a system by creating a secret access point that can be used to steal information or install more malware. Installing spyware monitors the victim's online accounts and activities, then identifying information and passwords can be sent back to the attacker. Zombifying is taking control of the computer so it can be used in botnet attacks. Downloaders will download other types of malware and malicious software. These types of attacks are intended to spread to a large number of victims. They may be downloaded through social engineering or by someone browsing the web for new software. These are the most common Trojans and are often created by independent attackers. In specialized attacks, Trojan horses are designed to attack specific individuals or businesses. These are the most common Trojans, and they are often created by independent attackers. Certain governments may also use Trojan horses to obtain valuable information. Some of these may be used for stealing information from suspected terrorists or other criminals. However, they have the potential to be used against everyday citizens, which makes them a point of concern. Though they may be controversial, law enforcement agencies are sometimes falling behind in digital age, where encryption and internet securities make it more difficult to catch criminals. The German government is already able to use Trojans to bypass security in the computers and phones of citizens, though the Trojans are intended for suspected criminals. A specific Trojan known as R2D2 is able to monitor email accounts, online video calls, and install keyloggers. These Trojans may also bypass the use of encryption so that the data doesn't have to be deciphered. The FBI has confirmed the existence of a Trojan they created called Magic Lantern. When downloaded, the Trojan will install a keylogger into the computer of suspected terrorists, allowing the FBI to keep track of all their computer activity. However, there is no information available about whether or not the FBI still uses this virus. One of the first programs used similar to a Trojan virus was created in 1975. The program was portrayed as a game, but in the background, it would move itself into shared network directories. The program was basically harmless, however, it would spread itself among other computers once it was played by one person. In 1989, one of the most well-known Trojans became known as the AIDS Trojan because it was sent by mail as a floppy disk that contained information about the AIDS virus. After its use, the virus would lie dormant in the computer until it was booted up 90 times. The virus would then encrypt the hard drive of the computer, making it unusable unless the owner mailed money to the attacker. In 2000, a Trojan appeared that would be one of the most destructive of its time. This Trojan would appear in emails on victims with an attachment called "I love you." If victims opened the attachment, all their computer files would be overwritten and the Trojan would be sent to all of their contacts. This cyber attack was estimated to have cost damages over $8 billion and was named after its attack method, "I love you." Over time, Trojan horses have evolved and have become more common, more specialized, and more damaging. There are many ways to prevent a Trojan virus from entering any device. The first step would be to be cautious when opening attachments from an unknown sender. If uncertain, a good practice would be to delete messages from untrusted senders so messages with a Trojan virus can be deleted along with the message. Another good practice is to have antivirus software downloaded on all devices. Antivirus software inspects downloads and protects devices from malicious content. If a Trojan virus has entered a device, disconnecting from the internet and deleting questionable files with the antivirus software would help with the removal of the Trojan virus.